Top WWE star immediately starts abusing when asked about Dominik Mysterio. WWE star Dominik Mysterio has no shortage of haters both outside and within the company. A top star started abusing immediately as he was asked about the Judgment Day member. Dominik Mysterio has been one of the most hated stars in all of wrestling. He turned on his father a few years ago and has since been a part of the Judgment. Even within the group, he managed to betray his on-screen partner Rhea Ripley before getting into a relationship with Liv Morgan. Now that Morgan is out with an injury, Mysterio could have a new trick up his sleeve. However, it seems that there is major disdain for Mysterio among luchadors as well, as Penta began abusing the WWE star when asked about him. Penta made his feelings known about WWE star Dominik Mysterio. It seems that Dom is as hated in wrestling as his father, Rey Mysterio, is loved. While appearing on a recent episode of WWE Tattooed, Penta talked about the inks on his body and what they meant. He revealed tattoos of dragons, owls, and his family members. At the end of the video, he also talked about Rey Mysterio's tattoos and how much he loved them. The interviewer then asked Penta about Dominik Mysterio's tattoos and what he thought of them. The star immediately started abusing before refusing to speak about the current WWE Intercontinental Champion. Censored, Dominik Mysterio. That's it. Please. I hate this stupid guy. 922, Penta has already faced Dom on a number of occasions, and it remains to be seen whether the legendary star can get the Intercontinental title off the 28-year-old. Will Liv Morgan leave Judgment Day? All you need to know about her apparent replacement. Liv Morgan's 2025 has been a mixed bag. On one hand, she successfully captured her fourth tag team championship with Raquel Rodriguez after WrestleMania 41 and elevated her status as one of the most prominent performers on the main roster. However, her momentum has come to a big halt owing to her disastrous shoulder injury on the June 16 edition of ROW. In a match against Kairi Sane, the former world champion suffered a nasty fall with her shoulder hitting the mat awkwardly. Morgan immediately rinsed in pain and rolled out of the ring while still holding her shoulder in agony. It was later reported that she had suffered a dislocated shoulder and would require surgery and thus taking her out of action for a couple of months. However, this absence has raised a big question about her place in Judgment Day. But why? Roxanne Perez can very well be Liv Morgan's worst nightmare in the Judgment Day. On the June 30th edition of Raw, Roxanne Perez, along with Raquel Rodriguez, held on to the women's tag team titles in the absence of Morgan, with the Judgment Day voting unanimously in her favor. This move saved Rodriguez from being forced to relinquish the belts in the absence of Morgan, although Dominik Mysterio suggested talking to Morgan about the change, but Finn Bálor convinced the Intercontinental Champion otherwise. Moreover, it was Bálor who, along with JD McDonough, convinced Raw and SmackDown GMs to nod in favor of Perez. This change further planted seeds of Perez permanently taking Morgan's place in the stable. Moreover, this isn't the first time something like this has happened. Perez has been a constant help to the stable and has also interfered in matches involving Morgan and Rodriguez. And ever since Mysterio captured the IC title at WrestleMania, Bálor has realized that Morgan and Mysterio are now the top dogs of the stable. A position Bálor yearned for after banishing Damian Priest. Many expected the Irishman to cost Mysterio the title just like he did to Priest, but instead, he has effectively used Perez as a point of contention between the new stable leaders. When Morgan eventually returns, she will certainly not be happy to find out about being replaced, all thanks to Bálor's behind-the-scenes scheming. After all, Morgan is the same woman who, after the departures of Priest and Rhea Ripley, had become the de facto leader of Judgment Day. In storyline, Morgan had forced her way into the faction and ultimately Mysterio's arms, so it's only natural she now fears Roxanne Perez might be doing the same. WWE has been planting seeds for a Morgan face turn for some time, and now the moment feels right. A dramatic split from Judgment Day could launch her into a fresh run as one of WWE's top babyface stars. WWE stars to join new Liv Morgan faction. Kiana James held the NXT Tag Team titles, with Fallon Henley. However, after being drafted to the main roster, she unfortunately picked up an injury, while Kiana James has been out of action since June 2024. There are reports suggesting that she is nearing return readiness. It would be a perfect transition to bring the promising star back to the main roster under the tutelage of Liv Morgan. Able to utilize her existing character or even returning with an entirely new look and persona, Kiana James would make a solid choice for the group. Top richest WWE superstars in 2025: John Cena, Roman Reigns, Liv Morgan, and more. WWE is generally known to pay big paychecks to its superstars. Over the years, several WWE stars have amassed a considerable amount of wealth. Every successful wrestler in the industry has gained massive wealth and popularity with their charisma, exceptional skills, great market appeal, and connection with the pulse of the times. The entertainment factor that these top WWE wrestlers bring with them in the wrestling ring is unmatched, for which they are paid hefty amount of salaries from the company's end. Not only these, the WWE superstars also earn from their business ventures, acting skills, and brand endorsements, too, which equally contribute to their net worth that they generate every year. On this note, let's take a look at the net worth of the WWE superstars and who tops the list among the richest of all. Top richest WWE superstars in 2025. Here's the list of the top richest WWE superstars who have managed to amass a humongous amount of wealth and net worth in 2025. John Cena. With a career spanning over 20 years, John Cena is considered one of the most prominent figures in WWE. He is the most loved and often polarized figure in the entire WWE. The Cenation, who is currently busy with his farewell tour campaign, became one of the highest-paid wrestlers of all time and one of the company's top merchandise movers of all time. As per Celebrity Net Worth, John Cena's current net worth in 2025 is around $80 million. This figure is based on what he makes from his contract with WWE, his film career, and endorsements. Besides, John Cena endorses several honorary brands like Capri Sun, Gillette, Hefty, and Honda. These collaborations added significantly to his annual income and public visibility. It is believed that Cena only sits behind Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson among current and former WWE stars regarding net worth. The Cenation leader is currently gearing up for his farewell tour, and his upcoming big match is expected to be at the SummerSlam 2025. Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns is one of the most celebrated and prominent figures in the world of professional wrestling. He is one of the marquee players and is often slotted as the brightest star of WWE. The WWE superstar has been reigning hearts of fans and admirers since September 9, 2010, when he stepped into the threshold of the Stamford-based promotion in the Survivor Series. According to recent reports, Roman Reigns' net worth as of January 2025 is estimated to be $14 million, according to Celebrity Net Worth. Previously, his net worth in 2024 was $20 million. He lives in a $2.43 million mansion in Tampa, Florida. Besides, Roman Reigns earns $5 million annually from WWE, alongside earnings from movies, endorsements, and merchandise sales. Reigns has a high-paid sponsored partnership with brands like Nike, C4 Energy, WWE 2K25, and Shady Rays. The top-tier talent also owns a fleet of super luxurious cars that includes a Range Rover, Mercedes-Benz V-Class, Mercedes-Benz GLS Class, and Cadillac Escalade. The most costly vehicle among the four is the Range Rover, which costs about $140,000, also receives money from WWE Pay, royalties from merchandise sales, and several other business endeavors. The selling of products, which accounts for a large portion of her income, saw an exponential rise in sales volumes as her following grew. Cody Rhodes. The American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, is regarded as the present-era face of WWE. He belongs to a great wrestling family, and he is from the second generation of the Rhodes family. Cody Rhodes happens to be the son of Dusty Rhodes, one of the legendary names in the WWE. Regarding his wealth, the WWE star has amassed a net worth of around $8 million. This wealth accumulation is attributed to his substantial WWE contract, reported to be around $3 million annually, placing him among the top 5 highest-paid wrestlers in the company. Rhea Ripley. WWE's Australian powerhouse Rhea Ripley is considered one of the marquee players of the women's wrestling segment of the Stamford-based promotion. The wrestling diva has taken the WWE by storm, and she is not just known for her dominating presence in the ring but also for her impressive lifestyle. Ripley has amassed a lot of fortune, including luxurious properties, to a burgeoning net worth. She is expected to have a net worth of $1 million to $3 million by 2025. Her WWE paychecks, product sales, pay-per-view appearances, and brand sponsorships are just a few of the revenue sources taken into account in this estimate. Apart from this, WWE's mommy makes about $250,000 a year from the company. The Judgment Day faction member has secured numerous endorsement deals, including collaborations with C4 Energy, Mattel, Nexus Sports Nutrition, WWE 2K25, and Topps, which add to her wealth and net worth. WWE superstar to miss SummerSlam in her hometown, out for 6 to 9 months with injury. Ahead of the biggest party of the summer, a major WWE star is set to miss the SummerSlam in New Jersey. Ahead of the biggest party of the summer, a major WWE star is set to miss the SummerSlam in New Jersey. As per WrestleVotes, Liv Morgan won't be a part of the show due to her recovering shoulder injury suffered a few weeks ago. The loss is a personal blowback considering the match is scheduled to happen in Morgan's hometown. When will Morgan return to the ring? During a Q&A session, WrestleVotes was quoted as